What's going on YouTube? It's your boy John B. Come back to you guys with a brand new haircut tutorial. Here I'm doing a mid-bald fade. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and you get my videos notified once they get uploaded. So here I'm doing a mid-bald fade, and I'm starting off with my Babyliss Fx trimmers, and I'm making my first guideline. I usually like to match it up with the eyebrows of my client, and it's a little blurry right here, but it'll focus. Sorry about that. Next, I'll be using my number 1 on my Auster octanes, and I'm making my first guideline about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above my last guideline. Then I'm gonna snap on a number 2 and go the same exact length as my other guideline, just to keep everything clean. Next, I'm gonna snap on my number 3 guard, and I'm gonna go another guideline up, but when I'm going up, I'm flicking out just so I don't touch the top, because for my client that I have right now, he's growing his top out, so we're not touching that at all. So we're just trying to blend the side into the top. Then I'm gonna fade down for this haircut, so I'm going from number 3 to number 2 open to a 2 closed, and then 1.5 open, 1.5 closed. So remember, when you're going down, just remember to imagine your guidelines disappearing and don't go higher than what your last guideline was. So here I'm using number 1, and you can kind of see it slowly fading away with the guidelines. But like I said, just do not go too high and above your last guideline. Now here I'm going with the half guard, and the half guard is really important because this transition is almost the most important transition you have right before the skin guideline. And here I'm doing a pre-lineup. I like to do this just so I don't have to come back, and don't mind me recording on my other camera because I'm just doing it for my Instagram videos. So if you haven't yet, my Instagram is right there on the screen, bottom right. If you want to follow me on there, I make small videos of the full tutorials that I do. And here I'm gonna go with the clipper all the way. I start with open, and then I slowly close it the higher I go, or the lower I go, just so I can see that line disappear. Another thing I'd like to let you guys know is one key thing to do is to be very light-handed. I know I preach that, but I really stand by it. Be light-handed on all your guidelines, and especially just in general, because you don't want to be knocking off the client's head and making his skin irritated. So here I'm almost done with the blend, as you can see, and I'm gonna just be doing touch-up work with the half guard open and no guard open. Then I'm gonna be balding out with the same trimmers that I used from the beginning. And if you guys haven't gotten this trimmer yet, I highly do suggest it for all purposes. This clipper is really strong and it's sharp if you zero gap it right. But a lot of people, they don't know how to zero gap it right, so I'll be making a video on that too. Then I'm going with the shaver that can come with the trimmer if you get the package deal. They are kind of pricey, but trust me, they're worth it. And when you're going with your balder, be sure to flick out when you're taking out that last guideline, because you don't want to make a harsh line and have to go higher, bring the fade higher, and that'll just mess up everything. Moving on to the back, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I'm going to be balding out first just to get this out the way, because you know, throughout your barber career you're going to try different techniques, and as long as it comes out nice at the end, then it's all that matters. So you see how sharp they are. Like, I don't really have to go over it a lot to get it bald. So I'm going to be doing some clipper over comb work just because the number 3 wasn't catching. And another technique you can also use is scissor over thinning shears over comb. That's what I like. You'll be seeing me do that in this video as well, but I'm just knocking off some bulk with this and pretty much fading down the same exact way as I did to that other side. Here I'm going to be doing the thinning shears over comb technique, and as you can see that it'll take out that line. Just be careful not to use it too much, but it's a good technique if your clipper over comb or your guards don't get that line out. Alright, moving on to the other side. I'm just going to be doing the same techniques, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on in Hawaii. So we are on lockdown for the second time this year. First time we got locked down, it was locked down for almost 3 months, and this time we're locked down for 1 month. So that's pretty much 4 months out of the whole year that we missed out on work. And trust me, for me, I love cutting hair. I miss working. So it really sucks, and I haven't been able to cut hair. So this tutorial is actually right before we shut down, and I've been so hungry to get back on the YouTube grind, and I promise I'll be back. We can't right now because I have no content to post but old videos, but we go back to work next Friday hopefully, so I'll get those videos up, guaranteed. Now you pretty much can see the blend is almost done. I'm just gonna do like touch-up work with the half guard, and there's nothing wrong with going back and doing touch-up work because, you know what I mean, you want to perfect your work. Moving on to his lineup, I'm lightly trimming it because, like I said, he's growing his hair out, so we don't want to give him the sharpest lineup in the world. But on the sides here, you can see that these hit, and once you go with the razor, it'll hit even more. And remember, when you're going with the razor, just remember to pull the skin away from the direction you're going and just go like against the grain, or you can go with it, but I like going against. Just be careful, make sure you go in the same stroke because you do not want to go side to side and cut the client. You'll leave a nasty mark. So that's basically the end of the tutorial. Here's the finished product. If you like it, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It's your boy John B, and I'm out.